Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is O'Neill Catnell out of Jacksonville, Florida. I want to welcome you to our team training call tonight, this Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank you for being in attendance. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. You know, you could do many other things on a Sunday night, especially at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you being in attendance show that you're committed to your success, being a part of the Synergy Worldwide Opportunity and the Legacy Movement, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there's an 80% chance when you're present that you will be successful. It's an assurance. So you have an 80% chance just by being in attendance to take this material and take this information that we provide every Sunday as a part of our infrastructure of support, training, and sharing, useful tools, testimonials, and just information to help you become successful with what I believe is the most significant cause-driven opportunity of 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Opportunities are not missed, it's just simply passed on and handed to those who want to take advantage of an opportunity. And you showing up here is important. Make sure to have pen and paper to take quick notes, as this is a very informative call. It's designed to provide you with resource of information, okay, so you can implement them into your activity to build a successful business with Synergy Worldwide and the legacy movement. So as we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again. My name is O'Neill Catnell, and I'm going to go into three phases in this call. Okay, this call is really designed to provide resource of information about our company, the opportunity, about what's going on with our team, and also tools and information that can help you become successful, whether it's testimonials, whether it's training instructions, how-to tips, and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. It's our attempt to provide you a whole comprehensive resource, okay, from individuals who've been successful and what's working with those who are doing very well in the industry, okay, and this opportunity. So you too can adapt these techniques, this information, and implement it into your opportunity and your business, okay, to capture the market share that is available, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you take a look at what we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a powerful opportunity here with Synergy Worldwide. So what it's going to take to be successful? What is it? What kind of assurance? What kind of a commitment? What kind of preparation? You know, what kind of purpose it's going to take for you to be successful? Well, you gotta have to write that down. Well, what we've been doing, ladies and gentlemen, is we've been highlighting words because words are very, very powerful. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, and words can forge, into reality your life, and that's how important it is. So we have been sharing the word of the year, and the word of the year is persistent. Persistent, because we understand one true fact that people do not listen to what we say, they hear what we keep saying. And that's why we are very repetitive, because we understand this powerful, and important aspect of tooling, equipping, and training each and every one to be successful and capture the market share. So the word of the year is persistent, defined as continuing firmly or obstinately in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Continuing firmly or obstinately in a course of action in spite of difficulty. Persistent is a very powerful word. You know, to anchor this word, ladies and gentlemen, we utilize our mission statement, okay, around it. And persistent mission statement is this: the most essential factor is persistence. The determination never to allow your energy or enthusiasm to be dampened by the discouragement that must inevitably come. The most essential factor is persistent. The determination never to allow your energy or enthusiasm to be dampened by the discouragement that must inevitably come. Because we all are going to go through, successes and some discouragement. But guess what? The work must go on. And that's why persistent is such a powerful word. It's part of our action plan, because we understand that proper planning, good planning, and hard work leads to prosperity. Okay, and hasty shortcuts always lead to poverty. So you cannot shortcut success, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of our plan. That's how you overcome the excuses and the challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis to build this wonderful business. Because when you consider what we're sitting up on top of, ladies and gentlemen, you, the individual, each and every member that's on this call, you're top of an opportunity, unlike anything we've seen before, to capture a market share with products offerings that are best in class, quite frankly, the best in the industry. We have a company, products, the trends, the timing in the marketplace, and the compensation that have come together to create an opportunity where the results from the sum of these forces, ladies and gentlemen, is greater than us. All we have to do is do the work. Now is the time to be a part of Synergy Worldwide. Now, a little bit about Synergy Worldwide, founded in 1999 by Mr. Dan Higginson. We're a debt-free company, publicly traded on NASDAQ under the symbol NATR. Manufacture and test our own products. We're currently in over 20 countries around the world. Okay, so we're really, really excited about our presence. You're hearing about it. We talk about it as a ground floor opportunity, but you're being in partnership with an established company that is poised to capture the market share, okay, in North America, the Caribbean, and Central America, where they have limited presence, and now they're going after it. They've been tooling and equipping themselves and preparing for such a time as this, and you play a significant role in that, and that's where tremendous opportunity. Now, why Synergy Worldwide is poised for significant growth? Because the product offerings that we offer. Synergy has the best products in the world because validated and proven science have been implemented into our product lines. We have product in all category of wellness, in nutritional, weight management, skincare, and fitness. They're unique, consumable, proprietary, and leading edge in technology, ladies and gentlemen. First to market. We have patents, human clinical studies conducted on our formulations, okay, to prove their efficacy, which is very, very important. Unique technology, first to market, years ahead of, any other in its category. That's how powerful. Recognized by the medical community, products in the physician's desk reference. Very, very important to understand that, because documentation always, trumps conversation. And then, to be reinforced with an opportunity unlike we've ever seen, with a compensation package that is very, very lucrative, okay, that allows you to match the income of people that you personally introduce into Synergy Worldwide, along with, earning a 25% commission on your customers and personal product orders, very, very lucrative compensation plan. So you definitely want to get more into this and understand how we compensate you so you can build, okay, a positive, okay, passive residual income based on reorder rates. Why good reorder rates? Because products they work, and that's why they do human clinical studies to ensure that they provide the desired results. Okay, now with a compensation package, unlike what you've heard, unlike anything out there in the marketplace, that allows you to match the income of your personally sponsored members. Okay, you can literally design your income. You can also build a powerful customer income. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, put yourself, working from a part-time basis to derive full-time income. And that's the power of this opportunity. So it's not to be taken lightly, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very lucrative, very powerful compensation package. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the support. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Your support includes your sponsor, success line, digital presentations, tools, marketing, regular marketing training meetings, product trainings, live nationwide conference calls, webinars such as this. Your success line and support team is here to help you, along with powerful business tools. Then we also provide you, ladies and gentlemen, with simple training just like these calls. Okay, so what we want to do is remind you of some of the things that are going on. We're moving to the next segment of this call, where we will remind you of some of the incentives that the company is offering in May, the microbiome. So to learn more about this, you can go to our website, your web office at synergyworldwide.com, log in, or you can go to our blog at synergyworldwideblog.com for more information and details on the incentives companies running right now on the microbiome. There you can receive other information on our products and so forth. They also just launched a new video, okay, about the manufacturing, which is important to understand our commitment and dedication to quality. and guaranteed assurance. We offer, 120-day money back guarantee on our products, which is very, very important for you to understand. Now, we're poised for tremendous success. We've been talking about this for a while now, okay? And I'm just here to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, that the time is coming where you're going to see a lot of people, be customers, be representatives, gravitate into this company. Why? Because it's becoming an established brand because of the testimonials and the reputation of what these products are doing for individuals, ladies and gentlemen, and along with the opportunity of compensation, a steady income stream. So it's our duty to help you prepare for this. Part of preparing you for this is understanding that, we're going to have people from different walks of life being on these calls, being at our meetings, being in different ways of conducting business. So how do we step up our skill level and become this professional and make sure it's conducive to all walks of life? Whether you're a graduate from Yale or you're straight out of the jail, we do not care. But we have to, have a high level of professionalism, and etiquette is important. There is a way, a method to the professional conduct in how we conduct conference calls, three-way calls, live presentations, and so forth to build up your business to the high level of standard that it should be and respect it. And when you improve your professionalism, what will happen is this: people will respect that you're a part of something significant, and they will have even more attentive ear to what you have to share with them. So let's start off by talking about etiquette. It's just a standardized measure of conduct, okay, of how we should go about professionally building our business. So, one of the first ways of etiquette is when we conduct what we call third party validation, a three-way call, okay? So take your notes. And what I'm going to do is highlight some of the major points of proper etiquette when you are doing a three-way call. Okay, and third, we call it third party validation. A three-way call is a tool that we use leveraging someone's trust to invite them to see more information via a conference call, a webinar, or maybe a meeting, a live local meeting. It's a powerful tool when conducted properly and professionally. It gives you greater success of people attending whatever event that they're invited to, whether it's a webinar as this, whether it's a live event, or whether you're just sitting down at a Starbucks or a Panera Bread. It's a very powerful tool. Okay, so the essence of a three-way call is to take the pressure off of you and take the onus off of you, where when you have a prospect, whether that prospect is a potential customer or a potential business partner, there's a relationship between you and that individual. Okay, there's a level of trust. They trust whatever you say about information that you can relay to them via a third party person that you build up. Okay, they're not necessarily, because you became common to them through rapport, it's easy for someone to tell you no. But when you build up an individual, okay, and such as an expert, somebody that you respect, and you're conveying that via the trust that you have with your prospect, you're leveraging, they trust what you say about an individual. They may not respect your business, you in your business, not necessarily synergy, but you, they're judging, they're prejudged, okay, they're prejudging you. So what we use this tool to do is to take the attention off of you and leverage the trust that they have about you, talking about being able to work with people of a higher level of professionalism and so forth, and conveying that to those individuals so you can get their full attention. Okay, so they have a higher probability of attending, okay, whether it's a conference call, a meeting, whatever event that you're inviting them to, or the quote unquote expert will be. Okay, very important. So what you're doing is leveraging trust. Okay, because remember, as soon as you start beginning that rapport, you're also potentially eroding the level of trust that you may have with them, because now you become common to them and it's easier for them to tell you no. Okay, so by leveraging a third party, okay, is very, very powerful strategy to utilize. Remember this about this technique, ladies and gentlemen: practice becomes perfect. Okay, the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more you do it, okay, you become better. The better you get, you become greater. The greater you get, then you become outstanding. Okay, so you have to start, okay, by trial and error, and practice and practice. Okay, but the beautiful aspect of this technique is you earn while you learn. You have to practice this while doing the business of inviting others. Okay, so understand this: between you and your potential prospect, there is a relationship, there's trust. Okay, about what you may say about an individual that you look up to, that you build up, okay, that you have respect for, that they know in a facts and the details more than you do of this information you want to convey to them about this opportunity. Okay, and you know their personality traits is important because you're going to touch different aspects of the four dominant personality traits so you can get that person's attention. Okay, so that you can gain some interest from them. Okay, and then you're going to build up, the potential prospect, and you know so that they can look up to them as well through your eyes. So when they look up to them, they're more keen to hear what this individual has to say, and we call it edification. But you have to be very, very cautious in when you're edifying, to remember the least little thing you do can also diminish the edification that you just built up. Okay, so it is customary that it's a technique that you utilize. So between you and the prospect, there's trust, and you want to invite them to an event. Okay, oftentimes we use the word, "I want to do a three-way call with you." That's not a highly recommended way to introduce someone, okay, to another party. Okay, a more professional, or something that gives you greater success is saying, "Hey, listen, I would like to introduce you to somebody that I have a lot of respect for. Hold on a second, let me get them on the line." Okay, because people are always looking, okay, for a qualified way to tell you no. By segueing into a call, you're not trying to set it up as more being salesy. So, somebody that you have a lot of respect for, somebody that you are, um, blessed to be working with, lucky to be working with people, in this level of this opportunity, but they're open because they're excited to work with someone like me to help me become successful as well. And then we go into the four dominant personality traits, and these personality traits, everybody has, dominant personality types, and we touch on each one of these because we do not know necessarily what that person's dominant personality trait may be. So we touch on those so we can gain their interest. So what we use is, somebody knowing 100% of the facts of the details, for people who are factual. Okay, for people who are matter of fact is, you know making a lot of money. Okay, um, because those people are very sharkish, and they're about the money. And then people who like to help others, well, you're helping a lot of people. And then you're blessed to be working with somebody of this caliber and expertise, and somebody who is a very social person, love to have fun, very pleasant, enjoyable life of the party. You use these four key points to get that person's attention, because now they can connect with something. Okay, now you're speaking my language. So, for example, you say, "Hey, I would like to introduce you to this individual that I'm blessed to be working with, helping me gain success. This is somebody I have a lot of respect for. They're making a lot of money. They're documented with success. You know, they know 100% of the facts of details. They know a lot of details, okay, the finer points of this business, okay, and can answer your questions. They really enjoy, taking the time to help others, and they really love to have fun. It's a pleasant time for them to doing it, and I'm just blessed to be working with somebody of this caliber. Hold on, let me connect you with them, and that's how you would, do a proper um, segue into connecting your prospect with this individual. Now, once you connect, this is where practice is going to become perfect with this strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Is there's an etiquette. Never try to erode what you just built up. Remember, you're blessed to be working with somebody of this caliber. You're making it sound as if you're also a student, okay, of this individual to your prospects. You're saying that. So when you connect them to the potential expert, you have to use the right salutation and so forth, Mr. or Miss, okay? Because you're building up this expert, so-called expert, right? Knowing 100%, Mr. or Miss or Mrs., okay? And, you know, you're doing your formal introductions, okay? Then you introduce your prospect, okay? And preferably you want to use your prospect's first name and then use the right salutation for the expert, because what you're doing is you're building your expert above the prospect, so they start looking up. Then you do the introduction again. Mrs. Jones, as I told you, I'm very excited to be working with Mr. or Mrs. such and such, who knows 100% of the details. Actually, they have documented success. They're high income earning in this company, which is documented. They take time out to help people train, okay, to help others become successful. And, they really you're going to enjoy their conversation because they're very pleasant, love to have fun. They don't take it too seriously, and I'm just blessed to be working with them, So, Yvonne, meet Mr. or Mrs. such and such. When you do that introduction, ladies and gentlemen, that's when you now put your phone on mute. Okay? Because if you build this person so high up, you build them up higher than you, never ever interrupt, okay, that individual, because you just diminished. If you do that, you just diminished and eroded what you just built up. Okay? And psychologically, your prospect will do the same thing to the expert. The expert now is going to go through, an introduction phase, talk about information, and do a formal invite for you to an event, a sit down, and so forth. Now, at the end of that invitation, the expert is going to convey the call back to you via what we call reverse edification, where the expert will say, if Yvonne, you know, if I were you, I would stay close to Mr. Jones because he's doing all the steps that is needed to become successful, and he's also having some track records of success. He thought very well of you, and see if this is something that may fit you. So if I was you, I would stay close to him. He's definitely, on track to be successful. And the expert will hand it over and you say thank you, and then what you do is, once that has happened, okay, you disconnect the expert, okay? And then here's where the challenge is. Reiterate the important parts, what the experts say. You're invited. I will call you as to this meeting, whatever time it is, reverberate that, okay? And say, hey, listen, I'm excited that you got a chance to connect with this person. Perhaps we'll have a chance to revisit them. They have a very busy schedule and so forth. Let's get on this so you can get this information, okay? So you can make a choice whether this is something for you or not, or whether you want to try these products or not, okay? Limit your interaction after that, because our tendency is to talk and override what we just built up with what the expert has just done for you, which is get the person to commit to showing up to an event, conference call, or so forth. That's the essence of leveraging third-party validation of a three-way call. Okay. The next step, ladies and gentlemen, is the events such as a conference call or a live event. Let's go over a conference call. You know, we have scheduled conference calls, okay, every Tuesday and every Thursday. Okay, these conference calls are designed to provide information to new people, you know, and it's also good for some of the other people to get on, you know, to hear the information over and over again, hear other aspects. Okay, so you can also further build yourself, your confidence of the material and the information of these calls. But there are a couple of things you have to understand. Two things. You do not know who may be on the call, so you also have to play team and help build these calls up. When you log on to a call, always come on to a conference call, or if you're coming to a live meeting, always be there early. If you're coming to a live meeting, okay, and we're going to run this congruently with a call and live meeting because they go hand in hand, okay, a live event. So if you're going to a live meeting where we have a synergy presentation, be there at least 15 minutes before, okay, so that one, you can properly, if you have guests there, you can properly, you know, make sure you're there before them, and then do pre-introduction to so-called expert or something like that, okay, and make sure that they're not having any loose conversation with other people, because you want to prepare them for the information that they're going to hear, and not, because remember, people are prejudging, so they're going to try and get snippets of information so they can make a choice subconsciously. And what you're trying to do is just prepare them so that they get clean information from the presentation, and then, you know, they can get their questions answered after that. If you're coming on to a conference call, be on a conference call 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes before a conference call. The etiquette with conference call, ladies and gentlemen, is when you come onto a conference call, you set the stage for new people. So when representatives who are part of the come on, you know, you shouldn't have to be asked your name or so forth. You should just wait till a pause or opportune time to introduce yourself. You know, hi, this is O'Neill Catnell. I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. If you have a guest, say, hey, listen, I'm expecting a guest, Mr. So-and-so. Okay. And that's a professional way to do that. And then immediately know how to mute your mic. Okay. I've been on calls where we have, you know, 5 people. I've been on calls where we have 1,200 people. And when it's professionally done, people introduce themselves, you know, and do that and mute their mics right away, because it protects the integrity of the call. It raises the level of professionalism on the call. Okay. If you're greeting the host, always greet them with a proper salutation and limit your conversation. You're excited. Okay. And remember, always mute your call. It's important. Mute your phone. Know how to mute your phone. And if there's questions and answer at the end, okay, a good way to play team is if there's a point that you want the presenter to reiterate, ask a question about that. Because as a distributor, if you ask a question about that, it gives the presenter the inroads to talk, that they know that one, this is a distributor asking a question, so you want me to reiterate over this information, okay? And you know, and then also part of playing team is to build up, okay, and say thank you. If there's comments, ask for, you know, share some comments, you know, because that is further anchoring, okay, the person who is listening as a customer or a potential distributor to make a decision. We're at a meeting, a live meeting. During a meeting, okay, you should play team, okay? If the presenter, okay, is asking for feedback, say, hey, you follow me? Distributor say yes, you know, things like that. It's part of Raising the energy when you're at a presentation, sit at the edge of your seat, show some enthusiasm that you're excited about the information, because your prospects and other prospects feed off of the energy that you convey. At the end of a presentation, especially at a live meeting, what you want to do is make sure that your guest gets introduced to the presenter. Usually there's a line, you come up and introduce your guest to the presenter, so that if they have questions, that's the person they need to ask the questions and not you. Okay? Because then, remember, you just built up this person as an expert. So if you're the expert, why do they need to come to a presentation? Okay, so that's the psychology, building up this professionalism, and allow the expert to re-edify you as well in front of that individual, and have the presenter get some commitment out of them, whether they're going to try the product, whether they're going to look to enroll or get more information off the website, and perhaps set up a follow-up, follow-through contact with the presenter and so forth from a live event. So, practice becomes perfect with that. All we're doing is preparing for the time when things are going to explode here. If you're doing like a sit down meeting, it's a similar protocol. It's more intimate, but what you do is you allow the presenter to dictate and to steer the whole presentation. Okay. And at the end of the conversation, if you are looking for them to go over some point, ask a question, say, hey, I've been in for a little time and I don't quite understand this aspect. What can you say about, the ingredients that in this product, or, what ailments, I'm not so sure, can you elaborate, things like that. And, the how you segue into that is important, ladies and gentlemen, because your guest, your prospect is reading your, not just what you say, they're reading your vibe and your body language. Always be that consummate professional when you are, in front of guests, in front of a so-called expert, and presenting the Synergy Worldwide opportunity in business. Etiquette is important, but remember, practice becomes perfect. You're not going to be perfect at etiquette until you practice it. And remember, you will become somebody's expert one day. So the better you are at learning how to do this, is now your turn to teach others to be, utilize proper etiquette and so forth. So remember, whether you're on a webinar, whether you're in a live meeting, on a conference call, or a three-way call, ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful tool. Etiquette is a powerful tool of building our business. Okay, it's a powerful resource that you can leverage. It helps you increase, attendance of people that you are looking to attend to hear the information. Okay, it's a powerful way to build this business. But guess what? It is something just like a school of learning. You learn through repetition. It's something you're going to have to do over and over again, because before it becomes part unconsciously what you do as a professional with this opportunity. So I want to thank you all for being here. What we're going to do is ask everyone to unmute themselves. If you have questions about the information tonight, if you want me to go over one other finer point of what I just talked about with etiquette, please step forward, state your name, and ask a question at this time, make a comment, and I'll be more than happy to elaborate. So anyone that wants to step forward, state your name, the floor is open, and ask your question. You press *6 to unmute yourself if you dialed in. Remember, these calls are recorded, so we will be sending out the information via the messaging system. Also, for your information, for those who are connected with me on WhatsApp, the reason why you didn't get a text from me tonight is I just switched to a brand new phone. So please reconnect with me on WhatsApp, send me a message, okay? For those who connect with me on WhatsApp, please resend your messages so I can get you there. For some reason, it's not picking up the old messages. Maybe I didn't back up properly or something. Just want to reconnect with you so I can still send you messages on WhatsApp. My number is 904-469-1722. O'Neill Catnell, 904-469-1722. 904 469-1722. Any comments, questions at this time before we conclude the call? I want to thank you guys for being in attendance. Okay, great. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do have a conference call. Look forward to seeing you get there in attendance, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this information, I know this information will do some of us justice and do good and help you increase your attendance with this wonderful opportunity that we're a part of. Have a wonderful evening. God bless and good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night, everyone.